Welcome back to Goodnight Lighthouse. I'm Miss Dorothy and I'm here to read you another story. And I've got a story tonight about a funny animal that we don't talk about a lot and that is very, very slow. Do you know what animal that might be? I'm going to tell you because the title of this book is Mindful Mr. Sloth. That's a sloth. A sloth is a very slow animal. And this book is called Mindful Mr. Sloth. And it's a story about a very slow sloth and a very fast girl. And what happens when they get together? Do you think she can learn some lessons from Mr. Sloth? Well, we're going to have to get inside this book and find out. Are you ready to get into this book with Miss Dorothy? Good. I need you to sit up and listen up because here we go. Mindful Mr. Sloth, written by Katy Hudson. Sasha Patience Pruitt was far from patient. She loved to do lots of things all at once. Look, Sasha's got a big list of the stuff that she likes to do. She had one speed, fast. Early one morning, Sasha raced up to her treehouse. Trampling some flowers along the way, she frantically waved her butterfly net around for 2 seconds and moved on. She had just whipped out her guitar to serenade the birds when she was interrupted by an almighty crash above her head. Ooh, what could she have heard up in the tree? Sasha scrambled up to the roof to find a sloth. Wow! There's a sloth just laying on top of her treehouse. Hello, he said. My name is Mr. Sloth. Mr. Sloth was going to explain how he had fallen from the branch above during his morning nap, but Sasha was too impatient to wait for his story. Come along, Mr. Sloth, she said. We are going to be best friends. I have so much for us to do together. Uh-oh. Sasha likes to be fast, but sloths are very slow. They tried playing doctor, but Mr. Sloth took far too long to find a heartbeat. Sasha decided that Mr. Sloth should be the patient. That worked better. Oh my, she wrapped them all up like a mummy. They tried building a rocket, but Mr. Sloth was much too slow with the sticky tape. Sasha thought it best that he do a different job. Sasha wants to get everything done very quickly. Painting took even longer. Sasha had painted 4 pictures in the time it took Mr. Sloth to tie his apron. Oh, come along now, Sasha said, picking up a paintbrush and taking over. There, all done. Oh no, she even finished his painting. Grab a helmet, Mr. Sloth. It's time for the neighborhood race. Uh-oh. Off Sasha and Mr. Sloth sped, faster than anyone else in the race. Faster and faster they went until... what's going to happen? Stop, howled Mr. Sloth. What is it? Sasha asked impatiently. Can you hear that bird singing? He asked. Beautiful. Sasha paused. The chirping was nice enough, but she had a race to win. She plopped Mr. Sloth back in her bike basket. Off they sped again, Sasha pedaling fast to catch up. Until... Stop! Moaned Mr. Sloth. With a quick huff, Sasha stopped. What is it now, Mr. Sloth? What does he want to see now? Can you smell the flowers? He asked. Sasha sniffed around, pausing a little longer this time. The flowers did smell nice. How had she never noticed that before? But she didn't have time for this. The race was still underway. Helmet back on, Mr. Sloth, she said. Let's go. Off they raced once more. Sasha pedaling as fast as she could until... "Stop!" wheezed Mr. Sloth. Once again, Sasha slammed on the brakes. But before she could ask, Mr. Sloth took off his helmet and whispered, "Shh." Sasha waited. She took a breath. She felt a tiny breeze. She looked. She listened. All was still. Look, they're just sitting there in the quiet, and there's a butterfly. That day, Sasha saw that fun had two speeds, fast and slow. She still liked to go as fast as she could at times, but other times, going slow worked out much better. And just like Sasha had predicted, she and Mr. Sloth became the very best of friends. At the end of every day, they would snuggle together for story time. Oh, just like we do. Mr. Sloth took so long to read the words that Sasha got to enjoy every part of the story more than she ever had before. She even had time to look at the pictures. Oh, Sasha's learning that sometimes if you slow down, you get to see a lot more. Of course, they didn't always make it to the end. They fell asleep in the middle of the storybooks. Mindfulness is being present in the moment. Focus on where you are and what you're doing. Stop. Relax. Think about breathing. Use your senses to notice the world around you. Well, that was a fun book. Man, she was a fast little girl. Her middle name may have been Patience, but she didn't have much patience. But I tell you what, Mr. Sloth taught her a thing or two, didn't he? He taught her how to slow down, enjoy life, stop and smell the roses, and the two of them became great friends. She learned an important lesson, and she got a new friend, a very slow but very smart little sloth. This was a good book. I liked it. I liked it because it was a fun story, and I liked it because it taught us an important lesson that sometimes we just need to slow down and look at all the great things in the world around us. Stop and smell the roses. I mean, really, if you stop and smell the flowers, you're going to see how pretty they smell, and that's always nice. Stop and listen sometimes and just be quiet and hear the birds chirping and beautiful things going on in the world around us. That's what the sloth does, and that's what you and I should do. But not right now. Now it's time for us to really slow down because it's time for all my little sloths to get into bed. I need you to get under your covers, get cuddled up, curled up, ready for a really good night's sleep. And tomorrow when you're running around, being fast, racing, and having fun, take a minute, slow down, look around you, and enjoy all the beauty in this world. And look at Mom and Dad, and whatever they say, obey, and obey right away. And then come back and see Miss Dorothy. I'm going to be sitting right here, ready to read another book to you. Bye! Thanks for reading with Miss Dorothy. I hope you enjoyed this book, and I hope you'll come back soon to read another. What's your favorite book? Drop Miss Dorothy a note and let me know. I'll go find it and I'll read it to you. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you soon.